February ending, trust me, people are still going to be saying Happy New Year. So it's like from this time till the time, I will still continue to tell you Happy New Year, because guess what? The year is still new, and I have a couple of families that they picked each date to say this is the day we want to have our New Year party, our New Year day. So I still want to welcome you to this beautiful, progressive 2024. It's the year of progress. This year, not grief for anybody. That's the saying. Every year in Nigeria, there is always one slang that comes with every year. I can't even remember last year, but this year is no grief for anybody. And it
came naturally.
And it always comes naturally. This one
no grief for anybody came naturally,
no grief
because
for
the trouble started right from the
right.
New year.
So it is a no grief for anybody's year, and at the same time, no grief for that person that does not want you to progress.
Sure.
No grief for that person that does not want you to do greater things. So this year is either you make it or you make it. Those are the two options you have. There is no negative option in 2024. My name is Ambassador Robin Emmanuel Oluwafemi, and I'm so privileged this morning to be the host of the Pumper Breakfast Show, and of course on MITV, on DSTV 255, on Star Times 119. And guess what? I'm in the house with two beautiful ladies. I hope I can survive today, because the Shege Banza that If Naya showed yesterday is still in my head. And now Toke is here. And you already know Toke and I, our relationship is like a story building without a foundation. No pillar. Can collapse at any time. It can collapse at any time. But guys, it's all for love, to entertain you, to get information down to your doorsteps, and of course to make you sit home, relax, and just have fun. Today's breakfast, I don't know how it's going to be. I don't know the kind of meal we eat, but just chill. Toke, what's up? How are you doing? Happy New Year.
I am fine. I am fine. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? I am very, very happy to be on the Pumper Breakfast Show today. It has been so hectic from the past 2 weeks, but thank God for life.
I can feel from your voice.
It has been so hectic, but God has always been merciful, and thank God for life. Thank God for life. I just perceive that this year 2024 is just
no grief for anybody.
It's already a blessed year, because right from on the 1st of January, a lot of good things has been happening here and there. Even though on the internet there has been a lot of brouhaha here and there, and the tag for this year, no grief for anybody, is always a thing that I want to see from the positive side, because this year I need a grief for any down trolling or anything that will bring me down. I'm going straight for my goals, and that is what will happen this year. I am sure of it. Good morning once again.
Good morning, Toke. And of course, by my left hand side, I have the, she eated me so bad yesterday. I was like, even I kilo shell. Even I, what's up? How you doing this morning?
I'm fine, thank you. Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here once again to attack this.
I said it.
APC Grand PK.
I need to clear the air. I'm not a partisan person. I'm not a politician. But yesterday, all of Ifunaya's mind is Tunubu grandson. Just because we were not on the same side. And it's always fine like that. When you guys are not on the same ground, some things people might be seeing it like, oh, it's government fault. You might not be seeing government fault in that particular aspect. And you guys want to talk about it, and this is the reason why we are here. We all cannot sit down here and say the government is right. We all cannot sit down here and say the government is wrong. So we have to take it, and of course discuss about it. So this morning we have a couple of things we want to discuss. I want to say big shout out to Teresa Adeyemi. You would think she's not on air, but she's on air, because right now, don't let me tell you what is happening and what is going on. Just take a chill pill, and then we'll take you on this beautiful breakfast journey. So I want to quickly say something, Toke. I would always compliment you when I say something. Your skin looks kind of brighter.
Yeah.
Your eyelashes. You look very pretty this morning. Because of the hair, I don't know, but your skin is brighter this morning. It's not because of the light.
I told her.
Okay, black.
I don't know where she went to.
I think I've gone to wash up. Okay, I've gone to wash up. honestly speaking, to be sincere.
Shana, here you want start your no grief for anybody. Excuse me, can we just move on?
No, this particular one we are doing now, you no go agree for me, but you have to agree because I'm actually complimenting you, so there is no.
Keep your compliments to yourself.
And you too, is it that Alhaji already told you that we want to use it as newscaster because you sat down like you want to cast it. It's just too perfect. I like you want to collect job from Tessie. Because the way you sat down, like it's like you're about to say, "Good morning. This is the news at 10." But that's all. I think it's a nice combination, and let's just start the no grief for anybody. So we can say the Bomber Breakfast Show this morning is that no grief for anybody. So we are bringing the no grief for anybody down to this Friday, and it seems the military men, or just sides to be precise, seems they don't want to agree for the number one commandant in his state, and that is the governor of the state. So recently, the governor was driving down from Badagry Expressway, and while he was coming with his convoy, he saw a lot of bikes on the road, on the express, flying that way. And then, this is not the first time Babajide Sanwo-Olu is driving on the road, and he will stop to correct some errors or mistakes. But this is it. Two wrongs can never make a right. So a minus plus minus would definitely give you a minus. But if you were saying Nigeria is not good, to make Nigeria better, really have to start from you and I. Because there are a lot of things we are doing in our own space. Like for example, somebody told my landlord and said, this electricity bill they are giving you guys, and this this unit you guys are buying that is not lasting. There is something we can do to it though. And it will last. You will recharge 20,000. You will spend like 1 month or 2 months, and they will not cash you. My landlord is a lawyer and a pastor, right? And my landlord said, see, if everybody continue to do like this, then don't expect the government to be a better person. So if you are doing it, I'm doing it, she's doing it. Before you know, the government will be short of funds, and now they will say they want to borrow money to do something, and we are the cause of. And say, okay, let's just continue to do our own right, so that when karma will come, it definitely will not come to us. So Babajide Sanwo-Olu stopped those vehicles and asked security personnel to go after them. And unfortunately, by the time they arrested these guys, some of them are military guys. Some even ran away, and they were able to get one of them. And those military guys that they caught, it was so funny. I think at this stage or this junction, I think you can help us to put the phone number on the screen so that you can see. So that is the video. You watch it. I'll just give you a few minutes to watch the video and see what Sanwo-Olu said to some people. Even the lady that one of the military guys was carrying, or maybe just a bike man, was there, and the governor had to address that lady that if we had eaten you, or if we have eat you with the vehicle, they would have said, oh, the governor killed somebody, and then they arrested that soldier. And guess what the soldier said? I'm a soldier now. I'm a soldier. So I just let you watch the video again and listen to it.
Put him there, then your father come and arrest you. I'm a soldier, Ogasa. That's even the more reason. That's even more reason. I'm going to lock you up. That's even the more reason. You're telling me you're a soldier. That's even the more reason. I'm going to lock you up. Get down there. Get in down there. Very sorry, sir. Useless boy, you're telling me you're a soldier. Just take 4 of them. Yeah, lock him up. Telling me he's a soldier. Put him there.
Okay, that was the video where Babajide Sanwo-Olu arrested that soldier. Rumor said he has been released by the government. By the governor himself. I don't know, but the governor actually said he's going to deal with him. But however, there has been several videos, clips of videos on social media by the Nigerian military men, saying all sorts of words to the governor of the state, like insult, and saying, some of them are saying, oh, if they had met the governor at that time, they would have showed him pepper, they would have done this. If the governor, if they were the person that they would have asked the governor to do this, and a lot of things, they said. And I just want to ask from Ify, what's your take about, now, not what the governor did, but now I'm talking about what the military guys are saying, because we just cannot play their videos. It was full of insults and then talking down on the governor and then saying a lot of things like they would have even used their gun. So many videos. If you go on TikTok and you just type it, you will get them. And I just want to ask, do you think is the right thing, that was the right thing, or that's the right thing for them to do?
From those videos, that's enough proof that it looks like politicians are losing respect now in the society. Because I don't see how a military personnel would be caught. One, you're not putting on the uniform to even start with. You're not putting on the uniform, you're breaking the rule. Normally, you're supposed to just keep quiet. Instead of, telling them that you are a soldier while breaking the rule. Meaning, you don't have any, you're above the law, so you can do as you want. And with the videos that have been showing, it shows that there's no remorse there. That means they are planning to do it again. This what would you call this thing? I was even thinking probably they were going to punish this man, but with these videos, it's very obvious that this is going around. They are okay with breaking laws. As far as they are soldiers, it's fine with them.
Because in Nigeria, you believe once you're a uniform man,
it's
you
okay.
can do anything you want to do. Okay, coming from you, how do you think Sanwo-Olu should respond to this kind of videos that have been coming out from the military men?
His office has been insulted, and I think what he should do is to call them to order. There should be a kind of, he should reprimand them, even if he does not want to punish them. And there is a way you try to correct a child who is disobedient, by trying to pass a message to the mother that you have not raised your child properly. And when I say that, I mean that it can only summon their bosses. That, don't you have laws? Don't you have rules? Have you not instilled etiquette into these people on how to behave in the public? Gone are the days where soldiers are being respected because they will not misbehave. You won't see a soldier doing things that is against the rule. They so much admire respect because they wouldn't want you to disrespect them. So they will respect you first. They won't do things that will make you talk down on them. For those two soldiers to have spilled a lot of things against the governor, I am not expecting the governor to sleep on that. He is supposed to do something so that there will not be a reoccurrence of such act again.
All right, yeah. Truly, what Ify had said is, took care that the office of the governor, Babaji Sanwo-Olu, has been insulted, and of course, they need to act very fast because now say they start. No grief for anybody does not mean you should drag with your parent, or does not mean you should drag with your boss, does not mean you should go against the law. No grief for anybody should be on the positive side, a progressive side, not a side where you have to cause chaos or you have to cause problems on it. A lot of comment has been going on the social media. Yeah, truly I feel like they should not just be called to order, but then there should be punishment for it. You cannot come on social media. However, there's this saying that as a uniform man, you can't use your uniform to come on social media and say different things or say anything without the authority of the media spokesperson or without the authority of that commission. But it's been like, these guys are now using the uniform to come out. So it's more like you want to oppress the people because you are military, because you are army. However, not all of them are like that.
Of course.
And sometimes when you look at them, you be like, is that these guys don't have enough orientations, or this guy don't do this. So if you can utter those kind of statement to a governor.
How much more the civilian?
By the time you get to maybe a general or lieutenant or
they won't do that.
A major general,
they won't do that.
You are having the mind of cool in your head because you have never respected anybody. You understand? So you don't have. These are people who are generating taxes from the general populace or from the country to take money to the federal to pay your salary. So if he's driving on the road and he saw you guys doing the wrong thing, You want everybody to do the right thing, but you are chairman doing the wrong thing. You sit there with your uniform. However, those guys were not even on uniform.
They were not on uniform.
It still boils down to moral decadence in our society, because a lot of us, I am not an exception now. I'm talking about Nigerians. I usually say it on this table that we love goodness, but when we see one, we don't know how to appreciate it. What happened on that Sunday? Was it on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, or Monday or something like that, where the governor had to come down to correct people? You won't see such thing in these same climes that we want to jackpot, that we always talk about. We won't see a president of a same country come down correcting their citizens, because the citizens know what they should do. In America today, we talk about them, we want to be like them, we want our government to give us the amenities that this same government is giving to their citizens. But the truth is that, are we that abiding? Are we that loyal? Are we law keepers in this country? A lot of things that is going wrong. But what we want as citizens is for all our leaders to behead themselves, do what is right. But we are not checking from our own part. You will see people that will go to the express, losing all this road on the express to go and sell them, forgetting that this is a project by the government that is meant for the people. A lot of wrongdoings, and on social space, a lot of people believe that nobody is watching. They can't catch me, like quote, they can't catch me, I can do anything on the social space. But the truth is that they will get you, apprehend you, still make you suffer for what you have done, especially when you did such to an office like that of the governor. It must not be swept under the carpet. And besides, the power that has been given to the soldiers is a normal thing, because that's how it is everywhere. But I think democratic leaders should also see to it. Maybe they should call all these major generals, their top hierarchy officers, and tell them to orientate their juniors officers, because this cannot reoccur. It must not reoccur. It's a slap on Nigeria as a whole. But this country, everything is a joke. We don't take anything serious. Everything is cruise. We take everything as a joke. But this is not a joke. This is not supposed to be swept under. The way they came out to insult the governor, the same way they should come out to apologize, and the people should see that no, the other of their colleagues should know that they were being punished, so that none of them will try such again. Because you are wrong. One of them even said, what if the soldier came out, let's say he wants to go and buy something, will he have to drive back to the last U-turn just so he can go and buy something? You were saying something that is so wrong, and you were saying it confidently. And that is because they know that everything goes in this country. Everything goes. I just pray that as time goes by, as we all are clamoring for good Nigeria, I pray, I want to believe that in the nearest future, we would understand that having or getting a good Nigeria is not the responsibility of the government alone. It's for everybody. You do your part, I do my part, to make Nigeria a better place for all.
All right, thank you very much, Tuke. That was really fantastic, But before we go on a short break, we have to talk about something, and that's about podcasts in Nigeria. Podcast in Nigeria seems to have lost its essence, lost its value, and lost, the reasons why it was created. Because everybody now is a host on a podcast. It's simple. All you have to do is get the camera, get your microphone, get chair, set it up, and then talk. And whenever you talk, you put it on social media. And getting to see the kind of people they invite and they interview. There is a lot of mislead in a lot of their activities, their topics, and things they do. And it's killing our society. It's killing our morals. And it's making some, should I say, the Gen Zs to think about life in another place. And recently, there were a lot of podcasts from one of the media personality that I don't want to mention names. And then one thing she said is, if you're looking for Lagos big boys or you want big men, go to house parties.
House parties.
House parties seems to be one of the most dangerous parties in the world, because there are a lot of things that happen in house parties. A lot of things happen. It is called house party for a reason. you get locked up.
Everything you do stays
Everything you do stays
because
there.
they even take your phones.
Everything you do stays there. Sometimes before you enter, you might just have to eat some cake, and then
And feel
they
happy.
they have some things, they call it happy cake, and you just get happy unnecessarily, and a lot of things can happen. Or cookies, yeah. It's like, yeah, all cookies. But then I just want to share with my colleagues what they feel about the recent podcast in Nigeria, because trust me, I think podcast lost its goal already, because everybody just call this one, come and say your nonsense, this one come and say. Now the thing is, I feel like they are not doing it for the goal that we are doing on a national television. I feel they are doing it for views, for Instagram, for YouTube, for Facebook, so that they can get money. That is what a lot of them are doing. Just try get the content you want to do, and then Mark will start to pay you some fund from Facebook and other social media platforms. So, what do you think about podcast now in Nigeria? Because it was not very popular once upon a time, but right now, even churches, mosques, individual, everybody now podcasts, and in the social circle is a different ballgame.
What I would like to say is, let me state that everyone, especially anyone that is old enough to watch a podcast, should understand right from wrong. You shouldn't pick anything. For instance, even an elder that is advising you, sometimes they may make mistakes, and you decide, okay, I'm not going to take this advice, or let me even think about it before I go ahead to go on with that advice. So what I'm trying to say is, for instance, now you made mention of the media personnel that said that thing she said. When I watched that podcast, I had to go down to the comment section, because I wanted to understand, let me know whether I'm the only person that is sane in this country. So I went to the comment section, and I was kind of pleased. I was satisfied with what they were saying. Like, why will you advise young ladies to go to house parties, knowing fully well that, from what I've heard, even recently someone was asking me to follow. I said I'm not going to, because I know what will happen. I love my body. It's not like before 1, 2, 3 now they will tell you to remove 25 things from your body. How many are you wearing there? And before you know what's happening, it's a free world. Anyone can touch you, useless your body and everything. That advice alone, if you are smart, you know that was just someone talking. I'm not saying she was not making sense at some point, but at the same time, when you weigh those things, you know the one you filter away. Even if you want to invest in listening to podcasts, there are some podcasts you should just listen to for entertainment purpose. Okay, I'm bored. Let me even hear what this woman has to say. That does not mean you should invest your life values, your principles on what people say on podcasts. For instance, if there are some educational podcasts I listen to, some psychological podcasts that are out there, but if you want to vest your own principles on podcasts by someone that is asking you to go to the house party to find guys, knowing fully well that you will meet the people that you are going to meet there, and those ones are not people you would hope to stay with for the rest of your life. I'm saying it. Yes, I will say it on national. I don't think if I meet someone, if I plan to settle down, I'm going to find that person in a house party. I'm not going to take him seriously. I will not. So that is what I have to say about that.
All right, thank you very much, Ify. Okay.
On my part, I think that this podcast issue is more of creating content to them. They don't attach any importance to it. It's left, the onus is on you, the viewer, to choose what you want to see, because there are a lot of good ones out there. There are some who treat relationship issues and they are genuine. There are some that treat real life issues where people come to share their experience. And if you are the type that is going through such, if you are opportune to stumble or see such podcasts, it can actually better your life. But the truth is that these people are not trained. They don't know the ethics that comes with this job that we do. And a lot of them just think that it's just for you to sit in front of your camera and just dish out anything. They don't know that there are some things that you shouldn't do. And because our country, we don't have social media rules and regulation, anything goes. Nobody can hold them responsible. But I think when the government step up to to the point of putting some rules that, okay, we know that everyone wants to be on social media, but this is not allowed in our country. This is not, I know of some countries like Korea.
North Korea.
Chinese, it's not possible for you to see something. It's not like those things are not happening, but you cannot bring it to the social space, because that social space is one of their national identity. What you give out as a citizen is what people will perceive about their country. But Nigerians, we have failed to see it from that angle, that all these things we put out, it only brings us down, not just our leaders.
Yes.
It's not just our leaders. That is why a lot of Nigerians, when they travel out, they are the first to be attacked. Once you carry that green passport, all eyes on you. Everybody wants to know what you are doing. There was a time a popular musician, Shola Lisi, complained that she was at the airport. She already left Nigeria at the airport of, was it UK then? She said they told her that she cannot go with her CDs. Her musical, she's a singer. She went there with her CDs to promote. And it is written on it, not for sale, that she was going to give it out as free for people over there, so that she can, as an evangelist, she should preach the word. But she was outrightly asked to dispose them or just take a leave. It's because of how we have portrayed ourselves, how we have continually exposed the bad side of our own country. Every country has their issues, and I think this podcast of a thing is derogatory, it degenerates. It has already degenerated to the level that it has become a case of, if you want to deal with anybody, just go to one podcast and pour out your mind, and then the other person too will come to mic, and then there will be chaos on the social space. A lot of people are there to catch fun, a lot of people, but in a nutshell, in my own take, I would say, if you are on the social media, know what is good for you. The one you can take, watch. The one that you know is not good for you, just skip. Because we are in an era where nobody cares. Nobody cares how you feel. Nobody cares what you are going through. Nobody is thinking about your depression, or how you think, or how what you are going to watch will affect your health. Nobody cares. So you should filter what you want to see. Choose what you want to see. It's not compulsory for you to see all those podcasts.
All right. Thank you very much, Tuke. Let's move on to the short one. And this short one is, guys, there is heat in the country. There is hunger in the land. There's no job. A lot of people are hustling. However, people still have data. Maybe even not for social media. Maybe people would have gone. People would have gone mad. Because sometimes you just want to stay on TikTok for like 2 hours, watching people, and then even when you are a content creator on your own, you cannot continue to watch your own content.
Exactly.
I don't like to rewatch my videos. I don't know why. Once I read it, it's gone. But I like to watch other people's video. But guess what? In the recent time, some of our celebrities that, not partially now, they understood what is going on. There's the way they come on social media and splash this money. Sometimes they bundle money. I saw a video of Kidwire, arranging $100, lot of bundles. And I wonder the kind of messages these guys are passing to Nigerian youth.
It's what you guys want to see.
A lot of people now, sometimes you get to run when nobody's running after you.
Exactly. You want to compete.
You are competing with somebody that does not know you. You are competing with somebody you don't even know the source of their wealth.
So you thought anyways, because for him to have done that, he has his purpose of doing that. Maybe he
wants to pepper
somebody, exactly. He wants to pepper somebody, or he heard someone say that guy don't finish, and he was making a video so that they would know that.
We heard that some people will go as low as renting wig on the island. Yes. There's this particular.
No, that's not true.
They want to please them.
Every lady that dresses up for another lady, not for me. They don't know.
Another lady.
They don't know the difference between coat hair and
they are doing it for them.
You're going to buy hair for 1 million naira.
It's okay, another lady that we do that press is 1 million. A guy would be looking at that, okay, that 5K week.
If it was a car you drove now, a man can say, "Woo, you the owner of that car?" She said, "Yes." Wow, nice one. You know, say money there.
Yes.
But don't go use your head eat pork. and you want to, you are telling the guy, do you know how much I bought this hair? I say how much? He said 300,000.
The guy just look at sense.
You're buying hair, but we rather go and buy for 2005. Yeah.
No.
You understand? So
there's nothing so hard in
But do
buying
you know that?
hair of 300.
But do you know that
for renting hair, a popular influencer, a winner in the BBN Niger, was called out on social media that she rented wig.
Yes, Fina, that she rented wig.
That she rented wig.
And that she should return.
You know the funny thing is she came to social media to come and say, but I've returned it.
Validating the point. Okay, you rented
returned it. Okay, you rented it for it, or she was going to sell it to you, and then it was with
that
you.
That is where you see the
pressure. Was it not 120 million she won or 100 million?
And yet you could not buy that wig.
And it's funny, if you had rented a car, people will tell you it's a normal thing.
They
people
want
rent
20
cars.
million. They want 20 million that they want. Do you think that the kind of fake life, the kind of life, pleasing life, pepper them life that they want to live, do you think the 120 million can sustain them for one?
I know, that's what I was saying, that you cannot see. Everybody's living a fake life. Take it or leave it.
It's not everybody.
It's not everybody.
That you say how?
Why? Okay, how? Why?
Now, if God bless you, my dear, as you are seated here, please, before we leave the studio this way, you are going to send me 20K.
Why? For what? What services have you rendered that I'm going to send you 20K?
No, I'm your colleague. I'm broke. I need 20K.
Oh, okay. Well, is that
I need 20K.
I need 20K. When are you giving me back?
I can't say. We are colleagues now. You don't have to kill me for it. You don't have to give me back.
Okay, you better put my
no follow. No. I am behind the camera. I don't follow.
I'm going somewhere.
I don't follow.
I'm going somewhere.
What makes you think I even?
It's okay. It's okay. That is it. The way you visit that, I feel like who fit donate 2 million. Imagine what's the fake life. Have you had breakfast today?
No, we came to work and
we came to work.
Yes.
And even the work, is it original?
Yes, it's English.
It's the one original.
So calm down. So I'm just trying to say, sometimes the way we even dress, like we dress like package in the entertainment industry. When you know, I'm not in deal, only who is closer to you. You see, if you are not in this industry, this our communication industry, if you are not there, you are not in the real entertainment industry, you are not in media industry, you are just maybe a church goer, you are working with maybe one
problem
bank.
with pepper them.
You don't have to live fake life. The day you did not make your hair, you do all
and
that.
do you know one thing I realized?
You go there. So when I say everybody, when I say everybody lives that fake life, sometimes you are not. When I got to this place this morning, what did I do? I went on the chair to lie down. And when we got here, if you would say, I thought you would say, I'm not sick. It's fake like I want to kill. Because now that transportation is not very expensive, you are going from Ikeja to Lekki, go to Alausa on that bridge. You enter Obalende, yellow bus. When you get to Obalende, you are going to VI. Then you order boat or Uber.
Yes, now.
And then when you get there, they say, Rio don't come. And you are stepping down. Baba, no way. Now for Ibadan, I carry Uber. Now for Ibadan, I carry Uber. Baba, no best. I just say I got split up and they come make I do transfer. They ask you, so how much did you give to the guy?
Don't worry, I've covered it.
Baba, na 45K. Baba, send your house and make a transfer. But now because of us, you come. Or did the day wait? So you have to, in the process of trying to survive, that fake life will come. Because if you do not package, they just look at you like, why do you think some of these artists are rushing down to Lekki?
The reason I want to support
even with Lekki's dirty water.
That's no. You have to read. Honorable, off your mic. Off your mic.
Do you know why I will support you on this? It's one of the lessons I learned last year. My natural person, I seldomly talk about what I'm doing or what I have been able to achieve. I don't even see the reason why I should. Because one, to prepare woman. Secondly, you achieve now for your head now. You don't have to carry your shoulder. But in this our space, I have seen that if you don't sing your own, blow your own trumpet at times, people will think you are stupid.
I won't hear you at all.
People will equate you to someone who does not know what he or she is doing. But to an extent again, if you continue in that line that I don't want them to rubbish me, I don't want them to put me down there, I want to be, carry my shoulder, because it's one of the lessons I learned that, okay, if you are not always talking talking, if you're not always bragging, if you're not always showing your body like, okay, I know about this and I can do it, I can do this, they will think you are stupid, you know. But then, on the course of trying to do that, you might lose your real identity. And at the end of the day, you become pompous. You will have a life that you might not even be able to maintain. This and more is what is happening in our industry. But at the end of the day, I have learned one lesson towards the end of the year, and this early year, I learned another one again.
I'll share now. Make everybody.
I am sharing it that you should not put more pressure on the capacity of your resilience. People will always come to throw you down. People will always say you don't know what you are doing, but know who you are. You don't have to please anybody. I don't have to be what you want me to be because you think that is what I should be. I know who I am. You cannot pull me down. If you say, okay, there is no space here, definitely I shouldn't struggle to fit in because I am who I am and I know where I should be. The only thing I can do is to put more pressure on my resilience, to work more for myself to become better. And besides, it shouldn't bring any issue. If I don't fit in your own space, I should fit in my own space. And there are other people that are looking for my kind of person.
Definitely have your
for my
space.
kind of person, for my kind of status. Do you understand?
It's just like you're trying to say one man food is a man poison.
I am saying that because of Fina. I am saying that because of every other person that is living under pressure. Do you know how many people that have got talent but are actually still working, putting in the work on the ground?
You have to leave K2 and come and live at Victoria.
No. Apart from that, if you are working, nobody is seeing it. You know you have already achieved some things for yourself, but you don't see the reason why you should wear a shoe of 70,000 when you can always.
That will buy 2.5.
You can
2.5.
always put that 70,000 into something that will give you an edge in the future. But another time when you are spending your 70,000 on something and you are not wearing what others are wearing, or you are not doing what others are doing, everybody perceive you to be a fool, and that is the reason why a lot of these celebrities are losing their ways. And we always want to.
And before you know, you set to the pressure because you already set an expenses that you know your income cannot even cover. Somebody said,
that's why
let's come and test. We want to come. I tell you, say I will original.
See you.
I will original. What do you think?
Imagine that word. But do you know that word that you joked about would have put another person who has low self-esteem issues into depression? They don't say. I used to have a friend. I used to have a friend back then in the university. If you wear any goat, she'll be looking like this. She'll be looking like this. Until one day she just say, God low. GL go come in. See now GL, don't stress me. Or you wear something, she'll say, China, I'll show you. This thing you are wearing is China. So
some people are critics.
And some people, because of that, they stop making friends with her. But till today, she's my friend. And because what she just started.
Because you don't have issue with her.
China is what? Thank you, China. Where you are? China.
Do you know this thing you were saying? This last December made me realize. Now we did to ourselves. Because eventually now when there's no problem on the land, and then we now have shortage of food supplies, then we have inflation in the country. Now everybody now, last December, everybody buys what they can afford. Is it now we are now posting is I'm less concerned. If anybody come to your social space to say what have you achieved this year, just tell them that some people achieve everything this year
and they die.
We started motivating ourselves, and then we now realize. So last 2 years I would have actually saved more money if I'd done it this way. So we by ourselves ignore the pressure.
Exactly.
The only pressure everybody are now talking is Nigeria should get better.
Exactly.
Now we are now in one era that they will say, if anybody give you 1,000, appreciate that person. Appreciate that person. Once upon a time they will give you money and be like, give me 2K. Or 4K when they
don't be hailing you.
Now you will be hearing calls like, okay, I would have called you, but you know the country is hard. They already get the excuse for themselves before they come and meet you. So if you now say you don't have, they are not disappointed. If you now say you have, they say, inside this ash.
Are you sure what you are doing is clean? Where you see this one?
So like Toke said, don't let anybody put you under pressure. You will see like Davido on social media. He's still on his page. He started counting his jewelry. You know, like everybody know I love jewelry. There was a time they called him Frog Voice. He went to do diamond or frog head. He said this is to pepper the people that said I have frog voice, because it's always like, you know, Davido is coming out to Arena, we are shutting down, and this is how it is. And you know the Whiskey FC, we say, our guy is better than Davido. Yes, I say I have frog voice, and henceforth I'm going to have a frog head on. This one is to pepper on my enemies. I say, Davido one love, oh one up you. Oh yeah.
Just for that.
And there's one artist that doesn't drag with all these things.
For that.
Imagine for Fauci's side. Imagine. Do you want to say he does not have? I've never seen him on the streets of trying to please anybody.
Fauci is there. Actually, you know, I don't really understand the kind of a people that they are. Because Fauci had an agreement with the parent that you will use your music to preach, you know. What's it called? Principles. You won't abuse the privilege that will give you now to go into music, because now it's both parents and senior advocate of Nigeria. So, and you know when he came with that Hello Bay. You remember the Hello Bay? Actually, I just want to call you that I'm already on the television, and all you know, he started singing and he started preaching with it. Sure. Fast is not, you won't hear any. So it's just like that. Wizkid recently has turned himself to, you know, the wear cloth again. If you wear cloth, he will button out. The cloth that Wizkid will wear and he will not button out is singlet. And because he did not have button.
There's no button on singlet.
So, and you know, recently people were talking about Wizkid, like, what's happening? Wizkid, the way he's spending money recently.